provisions. We agreed that we were going to work together towards that election, and we're going to capture the reggae fraternity. And I remember her words that were very, very clear. She said reggae stood for unity and love, and that its purpose was a purpose that she lived by, a purpose for social and political change, for the betterment of the entire community. And she wanted to do that in Dagoretti North. JAMBI was an inspiration untold. It's then that she told me about an ailment that I had never heard of in my life. Never. Endometriosis. I'd never heard of it. And educated me about how it is something that ails about 10% of the population of the world. If you think of 800 billion people, 8 billion people, that is 800 million people, women, suffer from this excruciating ailment that has no cure. It is just a process of management. And she had endured this. In fact, when she took me through what she went through, I was asking her, how are you smiling? Because what you're talking about sounds so horrific that, I don't even know how you stand. When I visited her at her home, and her good mother cooked a lovely meal for us, she was in fact at that time quite ill, and you could tell she was going through a lot of agony. And even then, she told me that she's standing up and will continue to educate not only Kenyans but the world about this ailment that one cannot avoid. If it comes, it comes. That has no cure, that takes people through a horrific living. Her strength and her sense of purpose to move people to a place of knowledge about what ails so many of us within us that we do not know about was phenomenal. Many of us, even in this congregation, go around with issues in our minds and in our hearts. Go around with issues that are very disturbing. But as a fraternity of Kenyans, we have learned to soldier on. She was a soldier who knew how to soldier on. But one thing I want to just state today that is very dear to me. She stood for justice, for social and economic change of our people. We must live by that mantra. Those of you that believe or have any heart for JAMBI, this country is now plagued by continual social and economic injustice. Some of our leadership are people who wake up to cause pain every single day, notwithstanding the fact that we ourselves have got so much pain we are carrying. But just like JAMBI, who saw a glass half full and not half empty, please have confidence that this country, no matter what anybody tries to do, is going to be half full and not half empty, and that we shall overcome all our challenges, and that those who perpetuate our pain are going to face the wrath of God. We know today Jah has already judged her. Jah has judged her. Jah is holding her